Assalamu Alaikum, Deen Explorers. We all experience fear at different points in our lives. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of not living up to expectations, it can paralyze us and prevent us from reaching our full potential. But Islam provides us with the guidance and tools to face those fears and live a life full of peace and confidence. Today, we'll explore 6 powerful Islamic lessons that will help you conquer your fears, bring peace to your heart, and ultimately change your life. These lessons are practical, easy to understand, and rooted in the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by fear or anxiety, stick with us until the end of this video. Inshallah, you'll find the inspiration to take control of your life step by step. And before we begin, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Explorers. Lesson 1. Trust in Allah's plan. The first lesson we must learn is to trust Allah's plan fully. Life is unpredictable, and there are many things that we cannot control. We often worry about the future, question if we are on the right path, or wonder what will happen next. These worries create fear. But tawakkul, or trust in Allah, is a powerful solution. Trusting that Allah has a plan for you, even when you can't see the whole picture, is a source of great peace. Islam teaches us that fear often stems from the desire to control every aspect of our lives. We want to make sure everything goes according to our plans. But we must remember that Allah's plan is always better than our own. Even when things are unexpected, we must not forget that Allah is the best of planners. The Quran says, "And place your trust in Allah. Allah is enough as a guardian." While we must take action, the outcome is always in Allah's hands. Tawakkul teaches us that trusting Allah doesn't mean being passive but doing our best and leaving the rest to Him. This is incredibly comforting when facing challenges or life doesn't go our way. Think about a situation where you faced uncertainty, maybe a job interview, a new relationship, or a health issue. The fear of the unknown often arises in these moments, but when you trust Allah is in control, you release that fear and focus on doing your best. Trusting in Allah gives you the confidence that, no matter what happens, Allah's wisdom and mercy will guide you through. The next time you face a challenge, remind yourself, "I am doing my best and I trust that Allah has the best outcome for me." You can find peace in the unknown by letting go of the need to control everything. Lesson 2. Finding peace in prayer. The second lesson in overcoming fear is the practice of prayer, salah. One of the most significant gifts Allah has given us is the opportunity to connect with Him through prayer. It's not just a ritual or a routine, it's a source of peace and tranquility. When consumed by fear and anxiety, prayer provides a powerful means of finding inner calm and reassurance. When we pray before Allah, we place all our worries in His hands and submit to His will. Prayer helps us escape the world's noise and reconnect with the One who controls everything. It reminds us that we are never alone, and Allah's mercy and peace are always available. The Quran says, "Once you have finished your salah, then remember Allah while standing, sitting, and reclining. As soon as you are secure, perform salah as due." Surely salah is an obligation on the believers that is tied up with time. Prayer is not just a physical act but also a spiritual remedy. It's a means to find peace and relieve our stress. Every time we bow down in prayer, we humble ourselves before Allah and acknowledge He is the only one who can comfort and alleviate our fears. Imagine facing a problematic situation, perhaps overwhelmed with work, school, or personal issues. Instead of letting fear take over, take a moment to pray. When you pray, pour your heart out to Allah. Tell him your fears, your worries, and your hopes. In those moments, you'll experience a deep sense of calmness and realize that Allah is always there to support you. Make prayer a central part of your daily routine. Even if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a break and pray. It's incredible how just a few minutes of prayer can change your mindset and help you face the world with strength. Lesson 3. Patience in difficult times. Patience is one of the most important qualities a Muslim can develop and is essential for overcoming fear. Life is not always smooth, and there will inevitably be moments of difficulty. Fear often arises when things don't go as planned or when we face setbacks and obstacles. But patience teaches us that every difficulty is temporary, and that with perseverance comes ease. Islam teaches us that patience is not about being passive or doing nothing, it's about facing adversity with strength and confidence, knowing Allah is testing us to see how we respond. Patience allows us to endure hardship without letting it control our emotions or fears. The Quran says, "O you who believe, seek help through patience and prayer. Surely Allah is with those who are patient." Patience is the key to receiving Allah's help. It is not something we do alone. Allah is always there to assist us. By practicing patience, we remain steadfast and Allah rewards us for it. When we are patient, fear loses its grip on us. Think about a time when you were going through a challenging period, whether in your personal life, career, or a difficult health situation. You might have made things worse if you had reacted impulsively or with frustration. But practicing patience gives you the space to reflect, take thoughtful action, and trust that things will improve with time. When faced with challenges, remember that patience is a choice. Instead of reacting out of fear or anxiety, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this trial will pass, and you will emerge stronger from it. Lesson 4. Gratitude for what you have. Gratitude is a powerful tool for overcoming fear. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, our perspective shifts and fear loses its power. We're often fearful because we think we don't have enough or are not where we want to be in life. But gratitude helps us realize how much Allah has already blessed us, and that peace comes from appreciating these blessings. Islam teaches us that when we are grateful for what we have, Allah rewards us even more. Gratitude increases our joy and satisfaction in life and diminishes the anxiety and fear caused by focusing on what's missing. The Quran says, "Recall the time when your Lord declared, 'If you express gratitude, I shall certainly give you more, and if you are ungrateful, then my punishment is severe.'" Gratitude can attract even more blessings. By focusing on the good in our lives, we see Allah's blessings everywhere. Gratitude allows us to find peace and security, even in difficult times. When you feel anxious or fearful, take a moment to write down things you are grateful for. Focusing on gratitude can shift your mindset, whether it's your health, your family, or even the simple blessings like a good meal. When you're thankful for what you have, fear becomes less potent because you realize Allah has already given you so much. Make a habit of regularly reflecting on your blessings. Try to keep a gratitude journal and every day write down 3 things you are thankful for. This small practice will help you focus on your life's positive aspects and reduce the power of fear. Lesson 5. Remembering Allah brings calmness. Another powerful lesson in overcoming fear is the practice of Zikr, or the remembrance of Allah. Zikr is a way to stay connected with Allah throughout the day, even when we're busy with work, school, or other responsibilities. When we engage in Zikr, we invite peace and tranquility into our hearts, which helps us face fear with strength. The Quran tells us that those who remember Allah will find peace, and Zikr is a tool for calming the mind and soul. The Quran says, "The ones who believe and their hearts are peaceful with the remembrance of Allah." Listen, the hearts find peace only in the remembrance of Allah. Zikr is a powerful way to find peace. When you're feeling fearful or anxious, it can help calm your heart. Zikr brings you back to a state of connection with Allah, reminding you that He is always with you. Next time you feel stressed or fearful, take a break and engage in Zikr. Whether driving, walking, or sitting, start saying the words of remembrance. This small act can transform your mindset and help you face your fears calmly and clearly. Lesson 6. Seeking Allah's forgiveness. The final lesson to help overcome fear is seeking Allah's forgiveness. We all make mistakes sometimes. Our fear comes from guilt or shame about past actions. However, Islam teaches us that seeking forgiveness not only purifies our hearts but also removes the burden of fear and regret. The Quran says, "Your Lord is the most forgiving, the Lord of mercy. If He seizes them for what they did, He may cause the punishment to befall them sooner. But there is an appointed time for them, from which they can never find a place of refuge." This verse reminds us that Allah's mercy is more significant than any sin, and when we ask for forgiveness, He wipes away our fears and burdens. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by fear, take a moment to seek Allah's forgiveness. When you say, "Oh Allah, forgive me," you invite peace into your heart and let go of the fear that comes from past mistakes. And there you have it, 6 Islamic lessons to help you overcome your fears and change your life. By trusting in Allah, practicing patience, showing gratitude, engaging in Zikr, and seeking forgiveness, you can overcome any fear and live a life of peace and strength. If you found today's video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more inspiring content. Remember, you are never alone. Allah is with you every step of the way. Until next time, stay blessed and keep exploring your Deen.